This is the new Dell Inspiron 167630, and this is actually a 16-inch 2-in-1 convertible laptop. And there's a lot to talk about, be it the specs, the price, the competition, the new AI features. But after using it for the past few days, I can tell you that this might be one of the perfect laptops for media consumption. And I say that because of the really good hardware. Look, first of all, this is solidly built, which is important in a convertible laptop. It's got a metal build all across and it looks very premium. But more importantly, there's no flex anywhere. The lid opens with one hand and the hinge seems very solid. I mean, this weighs 2.1 kgs and a 16-inch convertible isn't super comfortable. But we have been trying out the tablet mode a lot. We've been using it in the tent mode, the stand mode, and we haven't noticed any problems with the hinge. It just seems solid. Now, I said this is great for media consumption because number one, this packs in a 4K OLED panel, and just look at the specs. I mean, the screen here looks beautiful, especially while watching movies and shows. It's a very sharp panel, the colors are really nice, and it has HDR support. And since the pixels can turn off for effectively infinite contrast ratios, the HDR feature works pretty well, although higher brightness would have made this even better. I mean, this is not the brightest OLED I've ever seen, but 400 nits is decent enough. There's also a touchscreen and the touch response is good, and Windows has evolved to work better with touch, but I still feel there's scope for improvement. This screen also has Stylus Support, and Dell bundles the active pen with this, and using this, you can draw, you can take notes, the latency is low, and overall it's a good experience with the stylus. The OLED panel apart, what's interesting here are the quad speakers. So there are two up-firing speakers here next to the keyboard, and there are two more front-firing speakers here in the bottom bezel of the display in this fabric-like design. And all of these speakers bring sound that's exceptionally good, and they certainly elevate the media experience here. I mean, these are probably one of the best sounding speakers on a laptop I've used. It's loud, fairly detailed, soundstage is impressive, and there's even some good bass. There are also some really cool features. There's EQ profiles and a 3D audio feature which uses the camera for a head tracking effect. So this has all the features to make it a great multimedia laptop, but when I said really good hardware, I also meant the performance. The Inspiron 16 2-in-1 comes in two variants, a Core i5 variant and a Core i7 variant, which also has the MX550 GPU. We have a pre-production unit of the laptop which is powered by the same 13th gen Core i7 1360p processor with 12 cores, 16 threads, capped at 42 watts in turbo, but there's integrated RSXE graphics instead of the dedicated MX550 GPU that will be part of the retail unit. Dell also hasn't cut any corners in the SSD and RAM. There's 16 GB of fast LPDDR5 RAM, and there's a 512 GB Gen 4 SSD here, which has speeds you expect from Gen 4. Now, benchmarks are good. We compared the Geekbench score of this versus the last gen of Inspiron 16 2-in-1 that we covered, and there's a good difference as you can see. The Cinebench scores are also good. Benchmarks apart, this is a laptop that does really well in general use. You know, Chrome, multitasking, use the laptop in tablet mode, etc. And we even tried some Photoshop in it, and the performance was actually good. We even tried some video editing on Premiere Pro, and it was decent enough. We even tried some casual gaming, and it was pretty good. Valorant ran at 120, 200 FPS, which is actually good. And it should be even better for the MX550 variant. As for the thermals, there's a single fan and a heat pipe here, and you can also see that the SSD is swappable, but the RAM is soldered. Anyway, the laptop does not have any heating issues, and it remains cool in most scenarios. Now, we did notice the CPU reach 96-97 degrees for a short period of time during benchmarks, and there is some thermal throttling, but it does not impact the performance too much. Apart from this, the webcam here is a FHD webcam with Windows Hello login, and there are a couple of useful AI features. There's an AI background noise reduction feature which actually works really well. There's presence detection, which basically locks the laptop when, say, the user walks away from the laptop. It also automatically wakes up when the user comes back and logs them in via Windows Hello. Pretty cool. There's also onlooker detection, so when someone's looking at your screen, it will detect it and texturize the screen. Moving on, the keyboard here has a really good feel to it. I mean, this is a comfortable keyboard and the key response is decentish. Do note that the keyboard does have an unconventional design. The shift key, the control key, caps lock and tab keys are longer than usual, and I'm not a fan of these arrow keys. The trackpad is fairly large in size and gestures work well, and clicking feedback is decent. The port selection is good. The left has two Thunderbolt 4 ports which can be used as DisplayPort as well as PD charging. An HDMI port and a USB-A port is also there. The right has an SD card reader, a USB-A port and a 3.5mm combo jack. The battery, like I mentioned, is big at 86 watt-hours, and it comes with a 65-watt USB PD charger, which you also use to charge your phones, and this supports Dell Express Charge, which means it can charge the laptop from 0 to 80% in around an hour. This is great, and the battery life is also fantastic. Dell claims around 12 hours of battery life on continuous video playback on this, and in our testing, we found the battery life to be around 8 to 10 hours, which is really good. Now coming to the pricing, the Core i5 variant of this laptop costs rupees 96,990 and the Core i7 plus MX550 variant of the laptop costs rupees 1,35,990. And there are these offers with Dell's Back to School campaign. You can pause the video and scan on the QR code and check out all the offers. Anyway, if you ask me, the Dell Inspiron 16 2-in-1 seems like a solid convertible laptop in this price range. It's premium, well built, the display, the performance, the speakers are actually great, and it's got some cool features in tow. So I want to ask you guys, what do you think of the new Dell Inspiron 16 2-in-1? Do you think this is the best convertible laptop in this price range? Make sure to comment down your thoughts below, and thanks for watching.